Hey fellas, welcome back to Men Product Reviews, and in today's product I have a beard oil and a beard butter. This was sent to me from a company called J Bird. This was sent to me for the purpose of this review. I got a couple other oils that I'll review as well. This will not change my opinion. Um, I'm going to go ahead. This set, they gave me the full set of Eclipse. So the oil, the butter, and the balm. I may do the balm separately. I don't use balm often, but I'll try to get it into a review video. I've used very few balms. I have some, I just don't use them often. So Eclipse, here is the bottle for Eclipse, and then here is, I believe, the jar of butter. I want to say this is 4 ounce. I was gonna say, yeah, it's a pretty big jar. So yes, it's a 4 ounce. And actually, look at that. Look at that. It is beautiful. Actually, that butter. Look at that. So the scent profile on this, the notes that they have on the bottle are bergamot, raspberry, jasmine, cedarwood, ambergris, oak moss, and then amber. So that is the scent profile of Eclipse. I have not done a review on this company, so that means they get the full review. Quality, smell, price, each out of 10, and then you take the average of the three and you get an overall score. Let's go ahead and start with the carrier blend. Typically, you're going to see the same oils in the butter, so whatever oils are in this are going to be in the butter, and then the butter is going to have its own butters. So you have jojoba, grapeseed, metafoam seed, rosehip, rice bran, sunflower, vitamin E, and fragrance. I haven't seen rosehip. I don't have many oils over there that have rosehip. I do like rosehip. I also like vitamin E. Can't go wrong with jojoba, and I'm starting to grow on grapeseed and metafoam. Really enjoy those two as I've been doing this longer. So you gotta have those oils in the butter as well. Let me double check, make sure. I stand corrected. They don't have as much of the same oil, so they have mango butter, kapakaku butter. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kapukaku. I don't know how to pronounce that. Takuma butter, coconut oil, metafoam seed oil, rice bran oil, arrowroot powder, and then vitamin E, and then fragrance. So yeah, I stand corrected on that one. Typically, you see the same oils within the butter. This one's a little bit different. The only oils that are the same will be that metafoam, the rice bran. Do they both have coconut? No, this does not. The oil does not have coconut oil, but the butter does, which is, I like to see coconut oil in butters. To be honest with you, I haven't used um, a butter with arrowroot powder. I have used product that does contain arrowroot. It's a tongue twister if you say it too many times. Um, nice blends in both, and then we'll get to the price after we have put some in the beard, and then talked about what I get from the scent. Talk about price, and then we'll begin grading. So I will say this is going to be on more light to medium. It is going to be more of a golden yellow color. Goldenish color, yellowish color. And I believe that's because of the rice bran. Alright. It does feel really nice and soft on the beard. Let's go ahead and apply some of the butter. You don't have to work too hard to get some out. And then emulsifies really well into your palms. I know good rule of thumb is to wait like 5-10 minutes to let your oil absorb in and sit in for a while before you put your butter on. I could fast forward the video, but I like to do it in real time, so I do it, sooner than the time that is preferred or recommended. All right, we got that in. So like I said, so you got bergamot, raspberry, jasmine, cedarwood, ambergris, oak moss, and amber. In the description, it says it opens up with the blend of bright bergamot and succulent raspberry. It is very, very mild. Definitely get a little hint of raspberry. I'm not getting much of the bergamot. What I am getting, though, is a lot of the jasmine and cedarwood. So very florally and woody. If you're someone that likes saffron, you would definitely, I think you would enjoy this. For some reason, I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of saffron, even though saffron is a little bit, it's hard to say, like jasmine and saffron are obviously both floral, but one's a little bit sweeter than the other. But yeah, definitely floral and woodsy is what I get. And then the longer that you let it sit and it kind of settles in, then you get ambergris, oak moss, and amber, which still essentially is going to end up being more on the woodsy side. I like that actually. I wish the raspberry was a little bit more noticeable and the bergamot was a little bit, or I wish the raspberry was more noticeable in that you could smell the bergamot. I don't really smell the bergamot at all, which is going to be more of like a citrusy vibe. Raspberry, just that little slight hint of a sweet raspberry, but overall floral, woodsy. And then let's talk about price, and then we'll begin grading. So the if you subscribe and save, you save a couple bucks. So one time purchase of the 4-ounce butter is $13.65. But if you subscribe and save, you save 15%, which brings it down to $11.60. And then the oil is, these are all, looks like they're all on sale right now actually. So you can do 1 ounce or 2 ounce. 1 ounce is normally $12.50, on sale for $8.75. This is a Black Friday deal, I believe. 2 ounce normally $18.50, on sale for $12.95. So the normal regular price for 2 ounces is within that market average of the $18.50, and then the normal price. So the normal price of the butter is $19.50. So yeah, that $13.65 is their Black Friday deal. So when it's not on sale, $19.50. Again, within market average for butter. They could honestly even push that 50 cents up and be charging $20 for it. Especially with some of those good ingredients like the coconut oil and then arrowroot powder. Sorry, I'm not the greatest with my words today. So let's begin grading. Quality, smell, price. Quality, excellent carrier blends in both. I have no problem giving that a 10 out of a 10. Smell, like I said, I wish the bergamot raspberry were more noticeable. I don't mind the floral and woodsy scent that I get from it. With that being said, we'll give that like a 9.7 out of a 10. Price, it's within market average. It's fair. 10 out of a 10. Overall, I'd give them like a high, probably like 9 point. It would end up being about a 9.9, like a high 9.8, low 9.9 in between there. Rounded up to a 9.9. Again, this is J Beard. This is the Eclipse scent profile. You can head over to jbeardgrooming.com and go check them out. They got some good deals right now, especially for Black Friday. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a wonderful day.